the PLSQ, and one in Ontario, currently representing the highest domestic-based tier of the game here in the great nation of Canada. 100+ players have graduated from the league into the professional environment since 2014, and the league has 42 current and alumni players that suited up for Canada in 2017. The league currently extends from licensee Windsor TFC in the south of the province to Ottawa South United Force and West Ottawa Soccer Club in the northeast of the province. An early call here, less than a minute into the match, sees Toronto FC with an opportunity at the edge of the box. Standing over that will be after the Borgies. Played with the squad last year and they had a very good season as well. One of the most dangerous teams, eventually drawing with Oakville and kind of seeing their season come to an end as the season rolled on and shot in. I don't know if someone was supposed to get in on the end of that, but it went all the way back to Spiros Koskinas, who it looked like from here it went out off of him, and they're going to get the goal kicked nonetheless. Short pass to Joey Mello, the former L1OM player. See, dumps the ball up over the top, and he's found Rashawn Phillip, but he's unable to get his way around Luke Singh. That ball is going to go out of bounds for the first corner kick of the day. Gorgeous sunny day here in Scarborough, as always. Am I kidding? It was cold as heck last time we were out here. Mello over this one, going to put a right-footed out-swinging kick into the box. Let's see if someone can get on the end of it, and it goes far post. And there is contact, but it's from the TFC back line, and they've got it out to half. Got a loose ball for Tariq Mohammed. Broken up, and Joey Mello's got it now on the counter-attack. Sean Phillip at the top of the box feeds it in, and a quick shot in towards goal. Saja Reed's going to be disappointed not to have put that one into the goal. He's not going to get many more opportunities as good as that one, I can't imagine, as this game progresses. But people have been sleeping on this Masters squad. I'm going to tell you right now, it's deep and there's some real quality to it. Unfortunately, they're going to probably have to go the rest of the season without standout striker Cyrus Rollocks, who broke a bone in his hand last week. He stands to be out for a couple months by the sound of it. Can't be. No feel? Yeah. Jonathan Amu brought that ball over half, but it's gone out of bounds for TFC. Throw, and they're going to work the ball up the pitch, see if they can stretch this Masters squad out. Masters do such a great job of clogging up the middle. They've got a very strong midfield presence with Joey Mello in there, dictating the pace. TFC playing 3 at the back to start the match off, and Masters decided to match them, and they've got Jonathan Amu all the way up the pitch on the left side. Normally he's more of a midfield player, and he's up stretching out this defense, and he's got it now, and he's worked his way up towards the edge of the box. Great control there to bring the ball down. Jose De Souza plays it right back to Amu, and that ball's going to get deflected out for another throw-in. 0-0 here, 5 minutes into this Week 6 match between Masters Football Academy and L1OM FC3. Ball played into the box. Tariq Muhammad got a shin onto that as it almost squirted over to Rashawn Phillips, but no harm, no foul, as that ball will roll out of bounds for what will be a corner kick. As always, we will have updates on scores from around the league so far in this weekend as Joey Mello puts a ball into the box. It's headed straight up into the air, it comes down. Great work there by the Toronto defenders to put the ball in the box and out of harm's way. Sage Reed's header goes out of bounds for another throw in. Want to get the ball back in quickly. Luke Singh with the throw. Finding Muhammad Omar. TFC switch the ball to the far side. They look to stretch out this Masters squad. All the way back to Koskanas. Cameras went up high to the back line and quickly headed down. Another opportunity for TFC to mount an attack, but that pass is just a little bit long and it's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. Toronto FC is a proud sponsor and is proud to support youth and pro amateur soccer in Ontario. Toronto FC, premier partner of Ontario soccer. Up over half, and we've got to head to it. Singh with it now. Singh with his head up looking for a man. Poor choice there as Sage Reed was coming in quickly to intercept that. Careless ball into the middle of the pitch. Comes back to haunt them, but Masters were unable to make anything of that foray up the pitch. We'll see if Coach Rick Titus and his players up front have worked out the kinks. They had a lot of trouble staying on side last time we were out here. Ball goes out wide and brought into the box.
Two teams left.
Philip and Singh battle for it. Philip comes away with it. Sean Philip with a quick turn and he loses out as he's closed down by 4 TFC defensive players. With the wing. Tariq Muhammad very patient with the ball on this near side, getting it back to Singh. Reed with the quick restart, looking for Jose De Souza. He might have caught him unaware of his intention with that quick kick as the ball rolls out for a throw-in. Yet again, Toronto FC switch directions and they're going to switch it right back again. Talking before the match with head coach Danny Dicchio about his squad and where they stand right now, and it says there's great competition in this squad, guys. Getting lots of opportunities to go play with TFC too. Even a couple getting minutes with the full squad, as we've seen Julian Dunn get his way into the starting lineup on a couple occasions with all the injuries that we've seen with Toronto FC so far this season. And it has to be great motivation for these guys to know that they're only one step away at most times from working their way into the squad, and that is the intention of having this team together, is get these kids to a level where they're good enough to play for the big team. And the dream is really to have a squad made up of local players who've worked their way through the system. And for the guys who aren't able to make it through to the big squad, there are now going to be opportunities for them to continue playing and continue developing. Unhappy about the call on that. Out of bounds, saying that he should have had the throw-in. So Mel gets taken down as he retreated into his own end. Wily veteran has no time for this foolishness, asking TFC player to get off the ball. Melo picks his head up and finds Phillip on the right side, and Singh closes him down quickly. That ball going off his chest and out for a throw-in. Sousa's let him down there as he put the ball right back out of bounds after the throw-in. Hit him in the worst possible spot, right on the foot. You could sense some sarcasm there. I was laying it on pretty foot. Amarillo comes away with the ball at the top of the box. He's looking for Sager Reed. Sager Reed turns and fires, and don't know why Amarillo didn't take that shot himself. You can hear the crowd all wondering the exact same thing. Why he didn't take advantage of a glorious opportunity. Amarillo very far up the pitch from where we've seen him at other points so far this season, as he was more of a central midfield role last time I had a look at these guys, and he's well up the pitch now. Gets it in. This near side puts the ball into the box, and it's a lovely ball. Perfect weight on that. If only someone could have got on the back end of it and met it at the goal line and headed it back into play. Plenty of loft under that one. Exactly what you want to see on a cross from that position. Good stuff out of these young fellas. They take on a team with a lot of experience in Masters Football Academy. Melo turns the ball over at the top of the box, and he's going to battle here to win back possession. Gets it back to Koskinas, and Koskinas will lump one up and out of play for a throw-in. Sports Engine is the official technology partner of Ontario Soccer and the leading provider of sport life management tools for youth and amateur sports. Check out sportsengine.com to see how they can help keep your club running in stride on and off the pitch this season. A little bit of confusion here again with the back line as they try and bring a ball down that takes a high bounce off of the turf here. Amarillo gets called for the push from behind. He's got a slight weight advantage over the young boys on the back line here for TFC. Ball in towards goal from Kota Sakurai. No harm there for Koskinas, as it was well over the goal. Sager Reed gets it. Miscommunication there by Amarillo and D'Souza. D'Souza dummied it. Amarillo had stopped his run. Great ball in the middle for D'Souza, and he puts a shot in towards goal, but he's going to get whistled down for being offside. Couldn't have been more than a foot offside there, but the referee's assistant on this near side had his flag up instantly as that ball came through. Great back and forth action here so far at Lambeau Park. We are in the 16th minute of play. This Week 6 matchup between first place Toronto FC 3 and 6th place Masters FA. Mohammed tests the ball down on the sideline, keeps it in, gets it right back again. Wonderful tackle there. Really DeBeer, but the ball's made its way up to D'Souza, and he's wondering why he didn't get the call in the center circle as he felt he was tripped up. He goes over to the referee to plead his case. Sing with it now on the near side. Stops, turns. Another ball in towards the Masters goal, but no one there from Toronto FC as Koskinis comes out and picks that one up. TFC are going to have to find that hunger if they're going to keep up with these old fellas. The intensity level just doesn't seem to be there right now for the boys in white. As they're oftentimes so far being beaten to balls by what we'll call an experienced squad in red. Their most experienced player, Rohan Ricketts, not in the squad today. He's been in and out of the lineup this year so far. Have to get confirmation from Coach Rick Titus on why that is. Maybe he's just getting a little rest as he is at an advanced age right now. Mello, the dead ball master, to put this one back into play. Amarillo is well offside as he's all alone in the box. Mello gets it to D'Souza. D'Souza puts the ball up on the volley and into the box, but his guys were not aware of their positions and they are offside. 19th minute of play right now, still 0-0 between Masters FA and Toronto FC 3. Singh gets it once more. Looking for a man. Omar finds Mohammed. Mohammed into the box. Mohammed loses the ball and Mello reaches back for his hamstring. You hate to see that, especially this early in the match. Omar gives the ball back to Morgan Engbers. Engbers gets the ball up the pitch and you can hear the crowd's anticipation as they can sense things are getting a little hectic in the back end for Toronto FC. They don't seem to have a real plan here right now for how to deal with this Masters attack. You can see Jonathan Amu on that left side is fallen back into more of a midfield role, or at least he's been reined in a bit by Coach Titus and his coaching staff. Omar. Gorgies. Susie with it now. Josh Morera gives it back to a Susie. Gorgies on it. Back to a Susie. Susie looking out to his right wing. And ball called there for Joey Mello. We'll see what TFC can make of this as they take quickly. Sakurai takes a shot in and no trouble for Koskinen, as there wasn't a whole lot of power behind that one. Sakurai rocking what looked to be Mizuno boots. Personal favorite of mine. Don't see enough of those out there.
It's for baseball.
Basically trying to tell me those are baseball shoes. They make football boots too, but don't you worry about it.
It's like wearing Rawlings or Easton's.
Jamarillo in the far corner, going to take a right-footed in-swinging kick. My guess is he's going to try and put it far post. We'll see what comes of this tight bunch formation on the far side from Masters, and they all crisscross, and Amu was in to get a head on it as pretty well dead center in the middle of the box. But he put it wide. Probably hope to get it on target next time, I imagine. Always such a difficult maneuver, heading it in towards goal. It's never as easy as it sounds or as it looks. Sakurai down on the pitch, as is Joey Mello. Not entirely sure what happened on that play, as it looked insignificant enough. But we did see Joey Mello hampered by what looked to be a bit of a hamstring injury earlier on. Sakurai went down onto his front, but from here it looked innocuous enough. 23rd minute of play, still tied at 0-0 from Lamoureux Park here in beautiful Scarborough, Ontario, the east side of the city of Toronto. That's the last thing this Masters squad needs, is another one of their top players out of the lineup. And it looks like Joey Mello is heading over to the bench right now. Go to Sakurai, still down on the pitch, and unfortunately from here, the trainer's right in my way, so I can't really tell you what's happened with him, but he's being helped up to his feet. He's very slow with his steps right now. He's getting help from two people. You hate to see anyone with any kind of a serious injury. But this definitely does not look good. TFC seems to be making this switch immediately right now. Mello's still on the far side, getting his hamstring stretched out by the training staff. Mohamed with it now, cuts back inside. Susie with it. Susie gives it to Gorgies, and Gorgies switches the ball back for Singh. Singh looking for a man. Looks like he wants to lift the ball up high. Over for the right side as TFC lose the ball, but win it right back again. Omar gives it to Singh. Singh to Tariq Muhammad. He's back inside and he looks to play a ball into the middle. Amu with it. Sean Phillip. Reed with it now. Reed dances through a couple players, keeps the ball, stops, starts again. His pass is blocked. Masters look to be in a bit of trouble as they're having a tough time getting the ball out of their own end right now. Finally, they work it up the far side. Jonathan Amu gets it to Yamarillo. Great pressure there from the Toronto FC strikers and midfield to hem Masters into their own end. We're going to have a substitution here. Kota Sakurai is going to come out officially. Looks like number 14, Kembo Cubano is coming into the match. Young man who really impressed me last year. Now he was playing with the North Toronto Nitros. Also one of the youngest players on the Team Ontario squad who won the Canada Games gold medal for men's soccer last year alongside Ryan Raposo. Raposo's back with Vaughn this year, but Votto's still so young. I want to say he's 17 years old. I could be wrong. But he's still on the low end. His annual is in on goal, but it looks like he's got a push from behind. Not called by the referee. Votto heads up. Put a left footed ball into the box, but maybe the was there to block that one. Gorgies comes all the way across the pitch to take this corner kick, and you can see the difference between the approaches from both these squads on their corner kicks. Toronto FC have everyone in the box and they're all spread out, whereas Masters keep a small group in a cluster towards the top of the box. And looks like Joey Mello will be making his exit here. Coming into the match will be Malik DeFreitas. We'll see if he can provide a spark, as things have really slowed down with Joey Mello's injury. Really affecting how his team make their way up and down the pitch. Sing with it now. Gorgies. Koskinen looking to get the quick strike as he sends it up the field, and a smart play from Omar there to head it back to the keeper.
Coming in for Masters Football Academy is number 20, Malik DeFreitas. Out of the game is number 10, Jose Mello. Sees the ball worked out to the far side. Data Luke with it now. Going with Data Luke. That young man looks like he's been in the gym over
over the last year. Put a couple pounds of muscle on. It's looking good. Short ball taken, kept on the carpet, put up towards the top of the box, and a shot in towards goal. Tariq Muhammad steps over the ball twice, puts another ball into the box, and it's head away by Masters, and they get it up to D'Souza. D'Souza unable to connect with the ball, and Kai Martin will play it all the way back for Rogan Engbers. Singh with a lovely ball up over the top, just not far enough for Jadaluke to get on the end of it. Another ball up over the top as they look for D'Souza. I don't know if D'Souza has the pace to blow past these young boys from TFC. Time will tell. It looks like they're going to keep trying to get it up over the top to Tariq Muhammad with a strong challenge there. What we'll call a striker's tackle. He got the ball, but it was very sloppy. Masters turn the ball over in their own end. Abdi with the ball close to the touchline. That's going to go out for a corner. See what Toronto FC can make of this as we're in the 32nd minute of play. Still knotted at 0-0. First place Toronto FC 3. Masters Football Academy. The Saints at home here. No score yet, but things could change right here as the low ball's put in towards the box. Sage Reed with the clearance, but not very far, just out of the box, but not even to half. Toronto FC still have. Well, they've turned it over now, but things were looking pretty hairy there for a minute. Jadaluke well back into his own end, wins the ball and turns it over immediately. Sloppy possession here from both sides in the last 5 minutes or so. Has seen this game slip away from what it was to start off with, which was crisp attacking football. Susi plays it into the middle. Cabato gets it up to Jadaluke. Jadaluke turns again. Gets it back to Omar. Toronto will reset. Omar pushes up just a little bit. He's found Cabato. Susi with a shot from outside the box and not far over the goal there. First real opportunity for Susi here with 12 minutes left to go in the first half. Demerel gets called for the handball. 3 players missed that opportunity to bring the ball down. Gorgies on the far side. Stops, brings it into the middle, finds Cabato. Cabato's got plenty of time on the ball right now. He's got it up to Abdi. Abdi taken down with a strong challenge from Sage Reed. He's got a thigh in there. Slow up this Toronto attack. Muhammad and Gorgies over top of this. Gorgies takes it, puts a ball in towards the goal. It's headed down. Headed once more out of danger. Cabato gets it back to Gorgies. Gorgies is looking for Cabato and he dances his way out of danger. Got it out wide for Muhammad and he gets it right back again. Lovely passing from Toronto right now as that ball goes off a defender on that cross. And that's going to be hammered well over the goal by Kai Martin. That's going to go out for a goal kick, friends. Here in the 33rd, oh, I need my glasses, 36th minute. Talk real quickly, my friends, about SoccerX. Thank you to Ontario soccer partner SoccerX for their first-class support. As Canada's largest soccer store, SoccerX has everything needed to take your game to the next level. Amma with the ball at the top of the box. Another opportunity coming here for Masters. And just too long to make anything happen right now. And play going to be whistled down. And we're going to be headed back the other way. Whether you are a player, parent, or match official, visit SoccerX.com to check out their huge selection of the latest footwear, apparel, and equipment from your favorite brands like Adidas, Nike, Puma, Admiral, and more. That's SoccerX.com. As we approach halftime, I can only imagine what will be said in the dressing rooms by both of these head coaches, Danny Dickio and Rick Titus. I think probably would have liked to have seen more from their teams here in the first half. Masters look a little gun shy. They've had a couple opportunities and just were scared to pull the trigger by the looks of it. Toronto FC seem content to try and walk it through and get an opportunity from as close as possible. I'm most excited though for the halftime presentation. We saw 2 weeks ago, I want to say it was, a crossbar challenge including parents and kids for a classic Masters FA track jacket, which was real sharp. Great to see marketing promotions from these clubs as they look to engage the community, something we could probably be seeing from a lot more of these teams if they want to get crowds the size of what we've got here. Another healthy crowd out to watch Masters as we've come to expect this season. Mohamed gets it into Cabato, and Mohamed dances through a couple players. He's still got it on the edge of the box. A lovely move there as he got around D'Souza, but that's not D'Souza, sorry, rather that. Cabato gets it right back again. That's Malik DeFreitas. They got danced around there. Guadalupe with the ball into the box, and another great opportunity as he went charging in on 3 or 4 Masters players, unafraid of the challenge that was ahead of him. Susi. Rare on it now. Martin loses the ball on the far side, and then he has the ball put out of bounds off of his face. This game's certainly going to play out a lot differently than I think everybody expected with the early exits of such influential players on these two teams. Joey Mello leaving the game with a hamstring injury. And Dakota Sakurai, the central midfielder for this Toronto FC 3 team, leaving with an undisclosed injury. Not entirely sure what happened. Hopefully he's okay though. Ball into the box. D'Souza's all alone. He gets a shot in. He would have been offside anyways, but a great save there from Brogan Engberg. There was plenty of power behind that volley from D'Souza. Mind you, it's easy to be all alone like that in the box when you're offside.
Look at me, bro. Hey, you gotta get it wrong. Guys, stop arguing, man. Play.
Muhammad tripped up by Jamarillo. Another opportunity from a similar position as the first free kick we saw from TFC. Hopefully we can get a different result here. Open this game up a little bit because these two teams have been really trying to feel each other out, it feels like. At least it seems here in the first half. Puts another low ball into it. Goal, and we've got our first goal of the game. Let's not all get too excited as offside. Masters looks good. Started quickly. The ball around, keeping it in. Rashawn Phillip, but Tariq Muhammad was back to force him into a decision, and the ball was cleared out of bounds. They're going to be whistled down. Phillip was pushed from behind by Singh on the play. Jamarillo stands over this. Looks like he'll probably be taking one of these free kicks with Mel having left the game early in the first half with that hamstring injury. See what Jamarillo can get done with this. It's ball into the box. Lovely height on it. Headed away by Singh. Sirkowski chased that one down on the far side. He's still battling for it with Gorgies right now. Got Gorgies into the corner. Gorgies finally gets it clear. Gets it up the wing, and Sean Brown was there, but the ball went out of bounds for a Masters throw. It was Gorgies' clearance. Bounced over the line. 2 minutes left in the first half. No indication as of yet to any additional time to be added on. I'd have to imagine there's at least 2 minutes with the injury stoppage we saw for the two gentlemen. Tough luck there for Sean Phillip as he got the ball caught up in his feet as he entered into the box. And glorious opportunity there. If only he could have brought the ball under control. From here, it looks like Kota Sakurai is sitting on the bench with his arm in his sling. Poor guy got a broken wing over there, maybe. Hopefully not. It's a tough injury. Talking earlier before the match with Cyrus Rollins, who played for this TFC 3 squad last season. Absolutely lit up the scoring race in the second half of the season. Awarded Young Player of the Year. We saw him go down with an arm injury. Turns out that it's broken bone in his hand. Strong challenge there. That's going to go for a goal. It was great there to see that the whole time. Sean Brown not all ball. Professional tackle there. Put together communication from the fourth quarter first half. 2 minutes. I looked into my crystal ball and it told me 2 minutes, and I was right. Clear through everyone, and that's going to roll out for a Masters serving deep in their own end. Martin was all over Amarillo there. Got called for the push from behind. Ball up over the top as they look for Sean Phillip. Singh able to head that one out. Still 0-0 here in Scarborough at Lamoureux Park Field. Birchmount and Silver Springs, nearest major intersection here. A great home pitch for this Masters FA squad, and a couple of teams, including Zero United as well. Gets it to Singh, and he's closed down really quickly by Phillip. Devato trying to dance his way out of danger, and he loses up. As D'Souza was right there. Tariq Muhammad his head down and full out of steam as he dances around and loses the ball. Phillip's got it now. Phillip gets it up to Jamarillo. Jamarillo turns, gives it right back to Phillip, who springs it out wide for Amu. Amu gets it back to Phillip, who gets it right back to Amu. He's got it in the box, he puts a shot in towards goal, and it's just over the net. No troubles there for Engbers. Blood pressure started to rise as several quick passes between Amu and Phillip on that far left side, but Masters unable to come away with a shot on target. And that's going to be it for the first. We're back with your second half of action here from Lamoureux Park in Scarborough, Ontario, the east side of Toronto, for your Week 6 matchup between Masters Football Academy, who currently have no goals right now, against Toronto FC3, who also currently have no goals right now. Now, I promised you in that first half, they hit you up with a couple of the scores from around the league. As Dadaluke's on that left side right now, puts the ball into the box, and it's dealt with and cleared up as far as half. Singh lucky to not get called for climbing up the back of Phillip. And the ball in for Reed. Reed's got it, and he's still keeping the pressure up in the Masters end. We've got confirmation from the coaches on either side as to what the injuries to the two players who went off at the exact same time, really, with go to Sakurai. It looks like he's broken a bone in either his hand or his wrist, and he's off to the hospital right now to get an x-ray. You never like to see that happen. And Joey Mello, definitely a hamstring injury. Coach Rick Titus disappointed as he's lost his main man in the middle. Was able to turn and fire and make that pass in the middle of the pitch to open things up for his squad. So that definitely changes his game plan moving forward. Obviously, Toronto disappointed to lose Sakurai, who you saw is so silky smooth on the ball. He actually just came back. This is his first game since joining the squad from getting back from university. Jonathan Amu with it now. Ball into the middle. ball just out of reach for a couple of players. So as I was saying, a couple scores from around the league, friends. North Mississauga beat up on Darby as they look to turn their season around. 4-1. Julia Cernjak with the brace in that one. Dero United spilled some points against Unionville Milliken. Cody Williams getting the goal for Dero United as she got herself back into the lineup after missing last week's match that we brought to you from right here at Lamoureux Park. Emma with he's trying to get around Gorgies, still battling with Gorgies on this near side, and Cyrus Rawlix getting involved in the play from the sideline. Got a touch on the ball as he has a chuckle. Durham United were 4-0 winners over Hamilton. Hamilton winless in their last two. Tiara Simmons with a brace in that match, and Sarah Petrucci getting the clean sheet for Durham. Game still to come. Vaughan and FC London, who are underway, and we'll get you an update on that score here in a few minutes. Then tomorrow at 10 a.m., a morning game, which I was excited to see. I'm excited to read it for you now. Aurora taking on Woodbridge. And then our live stream match at 4 p.m. will be from Sheridan College with West Ottawa taking on Oakville Blue Devils ladies, which will kick off just as the Canadian national team women's game ends over at Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton. On the men's side, very surprising scoreline is Sanjaks drew with Sigma. Intrepid reporter Rocket Robin here for this match told me that league leading scorer Marcel Zajac left 6 minutes into that one with a rib injury. Again, star players around the league dropping like flies the last 2 weeks. Opportunities for some of these young players to step up as Engbers comes to punch that ball clear from his box. Ball in towards Engbers, but Reed's not going to be able to get on to the end of that one. Before we continue on with all these score lines, I'll try and get you some stats from the first half here. Stats from halftime, obviously no goals for either team, but one shot for TFC, 3. Although Engbers made a pretty big save, so I don't know if that's right. Shots off target were 4-2 for Masters. Corner kicks knotted up 3-3. Offsides 3-2 for Masters. That's not one we want to be winning. Tariq Muhammad's going to be whistled down for tripping up Malik DeFreitas. No, that's not DeFreitas, rather that is Sirkowski. Then no yellow cards and no red cards in this match so far. Great work there from Amner to step through a couple of players and work his way into the box, but that ball's going to go out for a goal kick. The other 4 p.m. kickoff today saw Derby and FC London on the men's side battle to a 5-3 victory for FC London. They'll be happy to continue their march up the table. Good save there from Koskinas. Keeps the ball out of his goal. In progress right now. Bit of a surprise out in London. It's Carmine Iasoko's Monazuri are currently tied with FC London. Well, hold the phone here, that might not be correct. Shot in towards Koskinas, and that's going to go for a corner. It says on line 2-2, but I've only got one goal scorer here so far, which is L1OM for Vaughn, and then Jade Kovacevic with another goal for FC London. So hopefully we'll have an update on what the actual score is in that match. L1OM's been fasting for Ramadan, so really impressive to see her continuing to keep her strength up and endure during this holy time for her. And we're obviously still at 0-0 here, and that's it right now for scores. Plenty of games to go tomorrow. Battle in the Masters End, and TFC are going to get that call. Tomorrow at 3, Ottawa South United are going to be taking on North Mississauga. Vaughan will be taking on Windsor at 4, Aurora and Alliance at 6:30, Toronto Skills and Woodbridge at 7, and then at 8 o'clock, Pro Stars are taking on Unionville. You'll notice the Oakville Blue Devils not mentioned in the weekend's games, as they've got the weekend off. Probably good for them to be able to rest up after that crushing 2-1 loss to AS Blainville, and what looked to be a very well-attended match out in Laval. Tariq Muhammad standing over this one, but it's taken by his teammate, and that ball goes off the post. Looks like that might have been number 5. No, that's not right. Emu gets it out. Trip there. Greta Luke's going to get a yellow card for taking down Sean Brown. Sean Brown well up the pitch now. He's in a more holding role. Or at least certainly wasn't as active in the first half. Substitution coming here. You can see the disappointment from Rashawn Phillip, as he's going to make his way out of the match here in the 57th minute of play. Still 0-0, could easily been 2-2, 2-1, anywhere in there for either squad. Or plenty of opportunities, a couple great saves, a couple offsides that you wish the guys would have been maybe paying more attention on. Headed away by Omar, gets it as far as new man in the match, and that's number 19, Bradley Fenton. Fenton takes down Jada Luke, and Martin's trying to chase this ball down, and it's going to go out of bounds. Absolute chaos in the Masters End on that attack from Toronto FC. So I was saying, Oakville are playing the second leg of that Canadian Championship match. That they've got that ever so precious away goal in that tie right now as they head back to Ontario to take on the PLSQ champions at the Soccer Centre, Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan, city above Toronto, the city of Vaughan. Good battle here from Morera and DeFreitas. DeFreitas can come away with that call. Changing over it now. 59th minute of play here in Scarborough. Great ball into the box. 2 men there for Masters, but Sage Reed unable to get his head on it with enough contact to put it in on goal. It did skim off the top of his dome though. Go out for a goal kick. Short kick taken as Engbers gets it into Gorgies. Susi lucky to keep the ball as he was closed down so quickly there by Brown. Offside coming here is Tariq Muhammad, who's several steps ahead of the man on that far side. Gorgeous sunset here in Scarborough right now. Off behind the goal of Spiros Koskinas in that far corner. Ball into the box. They're looking for number 9, Zachariah Abdi. Quick throw taken by Toronto FC. Tariq Muhammad with the shot in towards goal and a great diving save by Spiros Koskinas to keep this score level at 0-0. Booming drop kick from Koskinas. Brown tries to bring that down. Go out for TFC throw. Martin gets it in quickly. The ball's turned over. D'Souza with a shot from range, and that's just wide of the goal. You gotta love the gusto there from D'Souza to take the shot on the half volley from that distance. Certainly gets the blood pumping for anyone watching this game in person or online when you see something like that happen. Got a couple of subs about to come into the match here for Toronto FC. And talking with head coach Danny Dicchio at halftime, he said he was very happy with his team's performance. Disappointed, obviously, to lose Sakai on his way to the hospital now. But he was very happy with the play along the wings. His team could stand to do a little bit better as they try and work the ball into the middle of the pitch. I get these substitutions for you as Martin comes out, and coming in for Martin will be Ralph Prizo. I'll try and get you updated on the rest of these changes. What a great move there from Dadaluk to get around one defender, but put it just too far in front of himself in a dangerous situation here, and Engbers out to clear the ball as Brown was right there, closing him down. Reed losing out on a couple of inches of height there to Singh as he goes up for that header.
Substitution for TFC. Into the game is number 17, Ralph Prizo. Out is number 7, Kai Martin.
D'Souza with another shot from distance. Angers puts the ball down, looking to attract some attention from Sager Reed. Ball went out wide for Gorgies, and Gorgies misplays the ball as he was looking for a teammate on the wing. Morera is who he's trying to find. Emu tips the ball up over the top of Brown. Brown's taken down by Gorgies, and Gorgies is going to get a yellow here by the looks of it. Jaune for number 2.
Substitution for TFC. Into the game is number 21, Theodore Corbino. Out of the game is number 11, Tariq Muhammad.
You heard right there, danger man on that far left side. Tariq Muhammad leaving the match as well.
Yellow card issued to TFC.
Another opportunity for Masters.
It is 64th minute.
Fenton's ball went to that far post. TFC, you have to imagine. Fans of the boys in white had their breath held there for a split second. Angers with it. Singh and Omar look to have switched positions, with Singh moving to a more centralized role. Omar out on the left side now with this three-man backfield. Turnover for DeFreitas. Reed with it on his left foot. What can he do? He went to hit the ball, but Singh came charging in. Cavato gets it to Omar. Broken up by Masters, and they're back the other way. Sager Reed looks to be a little bit hobbled as he works his way back to the middle of the pitch. He's clutching his right arm. Not sure what happened there, as it looked like his shot was blocked and a shot in and just wide of the goal for Zachariah Abdi. He'll be seeing that one in his nightmares all night tonight, as he put it just 2 feet wide of that far post, as he kept it nice and low on the ground. Exactly what you want to see from a player in that position. You'll never put a ball under the goal. Sean Brown giving chase. Angers well out of his goal. Fenton brings that ball down. His clearance goes as far as number 14, Kemba Cavato, and he's brought the ball back the other way. DeFreitas is going to be called for taking Data Luke out. Susi turns the ball over in the middle. Fenton with it. Tries to split the backs, and finally that flag goes up as Sager Reed's well offside. A lot of positives to take away from this match if you are Toronto FC. They are playing a squad with a lot of experience. Fenton lucky to get away with holding there. Reed has it now. He's gone back for Amu. Amu with the head up, looking for a man. Brown Should have came to the ball rather than trying to let it roll to him, and slides in with a great challenge to slow things down and allow his team to regroup. Singh slows things down and turns it around. He's got Omar to a Susie. They've worked the ball out wide for Dada Luke. Dada Luke flows down, and that's going to go out for a goal kick apparently. And you can hear Dada Luke is livid over on that far side, and if he doesn't watch it, he could see yellow there, but he didn't. He reeled it in, he got himself under control. High ball lofted up, and it's going to skip past a couple players. Reed's got it now. Dangerous position for Reed. He fires a shot on Engers. Right at Engers. The opportunities are coming for Masters. Luke with it. Herrera gets it out wide. Brown with it, cuts back. He's got his head up and he's looking out wide. He's got D'Souza. D'Souza's on it. Charging in is DeFreitas. Does he see him? No, he lets him go by. D'Souza fires a left-footed shot in, and Dada Luke's going to be taken down, and TFC will get the ball. Good place to start things off in the middle of the pitch. Susi gets it to Gorgies. Gorgies closed down quickly by Fenton, and the ball's back to Singh. Singh with plenty of time. As you can see, Masters more than content to sit back and give them the first 2/3 of the pitch. First third of the pitch, rather, than they're sitting back in the final 2/3. Sirkowski in to clear that ball out of bounds. Gorgie's throw goes into the box to Abdi, brings it down. Abdi puts a ball in towards the goal, and it's going to go out of Sirkowski. Sirkowski blocked that one, and he's having a great game so far, keeping these Toronto FC attackers under control. Volley over the top. Dawson dives to make that save. I think it was going to drop in the box. Masters asleep at the wheel. No one paying attention to that. Great ball in for D'Souza. Can he get on the end of this? He latches on and left shot in towards goal. Definitely didn't get as much on that as I'm sure he would have liked to have. That's out of bounds. Wasted opportunity there for Toronto FC.
Ready, feed me a little bit.
Brown juggles the ball. Toronto FC telegraphing passes out of the middle. It's so easy to read for these Masters backs. That might work against younger players, but the experience and the quality of this Masters squad, that's never going to fly. You can see that once Toronto worked the ball up into the middle of the pitch, Masters are there to clog everything up, waiting for them. I don't know whether it's maybe lack of a creative player in the middle right now for Toronto, but they don't seem to be able to navigate their way out of this congestion. Susie and Fenton's taken down. On the pitch, and that'll be a Masters kick. Friends, there's still time for you to register for the 18th annual Race Against Racism presented by Peel Regional Police. There are early bird discounts, race kits for the first 500 registered participants, and you can walk, run, or stroller roll. There's going to be music and ethnic foods as well as entertainment. This 5K race is going to be taking off from the Mississauga Valley Community Center. If you want more information, you can go to peelpolice.ca/race. Reed with it now, his pass just didn't get through. TFC back the other way, they get it out wide. Luke puts a ball in with the outside of his boot into the box, but Costas is there to collect. No trouble for the man in yellow. Omar, I don't think he got that. Susie's offside anyway, so no trouble there. We were telling you about that race against racism. We want to give thanks to League One partner Peel Regional Police for their continued support of women in sport. Know that you can always kick off your career with Peel Regional Police. It's more than you think. Visit peelpolice.ca to find out how soccer and a career in policing go hand in hand. And it looks like DeFreitas is going to be making his way off the pitch here. Another injury for Masters. And they're already down a couple of players. I noticed Evan James not in the lineup today. I know he was down in Cleveland for the Cavaliers game against Golden State. Watching LeBron lose that game. But we'll stick to soccer, friends. Don't worry. But again, depleted roster here suddenly for Masters. Joey Mello made his way out of the match if you're just tuning in. Early on in the first half, after aggravating a hamstring injury. And almost at the exact same time, Dakota Sakurai made his way out to Toronto FC with impairment. Right to some part of his arm or hand. So he went down on what looked to be a rather innocuous challenge. So I was talking to head coach of Masters, Rick Titus, before the match about the Canadian Championship match on Wednesday between Oakville and AS Blainville. Not sure why that got whistled down after the referee seemed to play advantage, but you're allowed to do that, call it back. But he was saying he was really happy with it. And happy for his friends Duncan Wild and Billy Steele. He had a couple adventures with those two back in the day playing with the Toronto Lynx. And he thought it would be great to see that team go on and not just compete, but potentially win the tournament. And I kind of laughed. Said, I don't think that's going to happen, my friend, as much as some of us would like to see it. And he said, well, you never know. Rochester Rhinos won the U.S. Open Cup in 1999 against some stiff competition from the MLS squads. It was a really good year for players who had come back to the U.S. after playing
Substitution
in Europe.
for TFC. In the game, number 18, Ryan Robinson. Out is number 9, Zakaria Abdi.
You heard it right there, Abdi leaving the match for Robinson. I think as great as it would be to see
for Masters Football Academy
progress in the tournament, they're going to be up
into
against
the game
it.
is number
Heck of a
16,
goal
Randy Durand.
in the
Out is number 20, Malik DeFreitas.
final stage of the game. What was that, 3 minutes into extra time? That bicycle kick pulled off in the box off a rebound from the crossbar. Oh, wow, the drama. See with an opportunity, and Sirkowski closes down and looked shoulder to shoulder for me, but if he's going to make that call, it looked like it was in the box from here. Free kick going to be awarded outside of the boxes. Corbeneau was taken down by Zirkowski. We'll see if we can break the deadlock here, friends. Still 0-0 for Masters and TFC here at Lamoureux Park in Scarborough. But great opportunity on the horizon, friends, as Toronto FC get a free kick just off the edge of the box. No Javinko in the lineup here. Oh, how different things may be. Scored a beauty the other night. Not in their most recent game, obviously. Jonathan Osorio got the last two. Yeah, what am I thinking of? Osorio got both goals last game. Maybe it was the week before. How about that Osorio kid, though? My word, is he having a good season. Interesting to see what'll come of his contract negotiations at the end of the year. Would love to see him stay with Toronto FC, but would also be very happy for him if he finds his way over to Europe and get some experience playing at another club, or potentially a bigger club, hopefully. As soon as he gets it out wide for Cabato.
Yellow card issued to number 2, Adam Chakowski for Masters Football Academy in the 78th
got a
minute.
yellow card for his trouble on that tackle. Really happy that's all that he came away with. Fenton connected. A little strong though. I think he was leaning back on that one as it went high up over into the goal. Always such a challenge to get your body over the ball and volley like that. First touch, again, taking Gorgies down.
We're waiting for that ball. We're waiting for that
Corbeneau was trying to cut back inside, but he was stopped in his tracks by Fenton. Toronto FC working the ball around very nicely here. get enough on it to get it over the top of, it looks like Omar got his head to that. But a glorious opportunity there for D'Souza. If only he could have chipped it, as Ingvers was well out of his goal. D'Souza's going to take his time getting over to this ball in that far corner. And you can hear the crowd starting to ramp up here as we're looking to break the deadlock, friends. 7 minutes to go here. Still not at a 0-0. Ball goes into the box. Brought down by Amu. Burgess misplays the ball. Great tackle there by Simmons. He got all ball. Stuck in nicely there. And throw from Masters into the box. And gets a head on to it. It's in. It's a diving save on D'Souza. And D'Souza's hands go right to his head. How many chances is this guy going to get? Ingvers is right there to make the save. Second huge save he's had on D'Souza in this match. And for my money, he's our man of the match so far, as he's kept this squad in the game with 2 glorious saves from point blank range. Benjamin's ball low into the box, and TFC turned it away, and C's got a full head of steam right now. No one in front of him though. Puts it ahead of Dada Luke, but just a few feet too far of his intended target. D'Souza trying to spring Surkowski, and what on earth is he doing that far up the pitch? Get back in your own end, young man. He's got no business up there, although he's staying up there. Maybe he's got the fresh legs. Corbeneau with it in the corner right now. He works his way towards the edge of the box, puts the ball into the middle. Just a little too much on it. It goes up over the top, and it's going to be cleared. Still 0-0, friends. 85th minute of play at Lamoureux Park. Taken down in the box, and terrible challenge there from Masters. Dada Luke's still not to his feet. I think that was Fenton who went sliding in. Gonna look at it again here on a little replay that's exclusive.
Just passed. It already went.
Oh, I just missed it. We got the live stream playing back to us on a phone here, and I just missed it. I'm gonna say it was Fenton. Someone can yell at me if I'm wrong later. But a huge opportunity coming here for Toronto FC. Dada Luke is still down on the ground right now for Toronto FC, getting attention from the medical staff. I have to wonder if he's going to be able to make his way out here. This has been a very physical match so far. Both teams battling so hard. He's up to his feet though, friends. We'll see if he's going to stay in the match and continue on. It looks like he's making his way over to the sideline. No indication yet as if he's going to stay or not. So Dada Luke was taken down at the edge of the box. He's going to go off right now, and Gorgies is going to take this free kick, penalty kick for Toronto FC 3. Spiros Koskinas in goal. You can see him jumping up and down in there. All the pressure on Koskinas now as the score still 0-0. Gorgie steps up, he hammers it in, and the deadlock is broken, friends. 1-0 Toronto FC 3 right now over Masters Football Academy. League leaders Toronto FC continue to defy expectations as they're up 1-0 right now on a very experienced Masters squad. We'll see what Masters have in the tank here with about 2 minutes left to be played in regular time. See how much time gets added on. Have to imagine there's going to be a few minutes. We've had plenty of injuries. Sirkowski taken down. Masters going to have to dig deep here all of a sudden. They want to get themselves at least a point for the draw now. D'Souza with it on the far side. That's going to go out of bounds. Referee's still not made the call. He had his flag up. The ball goes into Angers and he dives on that one. Corbino with it now on the far side. Sirkowski in to make the tackle, comes away with the ball. He's got his head up and he's trying to feed it into Seja Reed. Sirkowski's going to have to get back into position as we've got a foot race on our hands. Dada Luke with it in the box, and he's so dangerous with the ball at his feet, and he's closed down quickly, and that's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in. Partners for League One are SoccerX.com, Peel Regional Police, Vibrant Power, Canadian Print Plastic, Sports Engine, and Row Mobile. The league is sanctioned by FIFA through the domestic authorities of Canada Soccer and Ontario Soccer. For all information, rosters, match previews, recaps, video photography, and more, go to League1Ontario.com. All matches are recorded and available on the League One Ontario YouTube channel. And keep an eye out for highlight tracks
that there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added
on
time
both our men's and women's sides, released every second week. And we just heard 4 minutes to be added on. We'll see if Masters can step up and get themselves the draw after my friend Gorgies broke the deadlock on a penalty kick.
Out is number 18.
After Coonley, Dada Luke was taken down, and you just heard there, Rashawn Walks has made his way into the match for Masters. We'll see what this young fella can do. Young man with so much potential. In far post, headed back in towards the goal by Browning. On the crossbar. What a glorious opportunity, and you can hear the crowd. Everyone on the edge of their seats right now. And if Masters end up losing this one, it's not for lack of trying. They've had several glorious opportunities, and Lady Luck has just not been on their side today, friends. I said it before and I'll say it again. TFC's keeper Angers has to be man of the match at this stage. That play is going to be whistled down as Masters player came in with studs up. That's going to be a yellow card for Seja Reed. For anyone who was watching that live video broadcasting out of my pocket, I hope you were enjoying the show on Instagram. Benton with the ball over the top and a great opportunity for Reed, and Engbers is out so far of his goal right now to clear that ball. TFC on the counter. Ooh, and I think Dadaluke got away with a handball as the ball bounced up off of his foot and came down in an awful hurry.
Come on, referee!
The sand slipping through the hourglass, friends. There's another attempt in on goal by TFC, and we were knotted up 0-0 for most of this match, and only moments ago Kunle Dadaluke was taken down in the box, and the penalty kick was converted by Ephraim Gorges. And since then, it's been back and forth with opportunities coming in both directions, and that's going to be it for